Hello everyone, this is me with another video again. This morning it is September 7th, 9:23 a.m. and actually in this video, this short video, I want to talk about what it used to be Hurricane Florence. Now it is Tropical Storm Florence. As expected, and the Hurricane Center, National Hurricane Center said it in the past few days that Florence was going to go through a cycle that it was going to weaken due to dry air and unfavorable conditions. So it did weaken. Now how much? Well, it did weaken quite a bit, because at one point it was a Category 4. Now it's a tropical storm. Now it's a strong tropical storm, but it's not a hurricane anymore. And this is temporarily, actually, because as of today, later today, possibly tomorrow, it's supposed to start intensifying again. Now, as of this morning, it's showing signs that it's intensifying again. It's starting to get better organized. And another big change is that it's actually not moving north anymore. It's actually moving west. And that was expected. How I talked in my previous videos, it was expected. The high pressure ridges are actually blocking it from going north. The key point here is how strong are the high pressure ridges. My understanding is that actually they were going to actually launch some weather balloons from Bermuda to see how strong the ridge was. That was actually interesting. I've never heard of anything like that before. I mean, I've seen some meteorologists and weather people use technology like that, that actually launch a balloon into the middle of the hurricane and with some measuring devices to measure the wind speed, the pressure, and all that stuff. But I didn't know they do that also for high pressure ridges. I didn't know that. So that's something new that I learned. See, you learn something every day. So they're actually going to do that to see how strong the high pressure ridge is. And that's very important, because that's going to tell us how much or for how long Florence is actually going to move west. Right now it's moving west, and it's moving really slow, barely 6 or 7 miles per hour, which is actually very slow. And that's the difficult part about tracking storms. When they move this slow, you become anxious. You want to know where it's going, how strong it's going to be, where it's going to be making landfall, and we'll go through that. But unfortunately, it's moving extremely slow, and it's a waiting game for right now. The biggest thing right now is that the whole East Coast should be paying attention. All the forecast models are showing that it's going to be. Seems like, I mean, I don't want to say that Florida is actually in the clear, but so far it seems like that might be the case. It is so far north that anywhere from the Carolinas up is pretty much where all the forecast models are showing that it may actually make landfall there. Again, doesn't matter what the forecast models are showing. You need to be prepared anyways, just in case. Weather's unpredictable. Yeah, we have seen it many times. But as of right now, forecast says that it's supposed to make landfall somewhere in the East Coast. It seems like from North Carolina up. But we all keeping an eye on that just to be safe. Now it's a waiting game. We'll see how it goes. It's expected to intensify back to a hurricane, and actually a major hurricane again, since the water temperatures are so warm and the conditions are going to be more favorable. Another thing is 92L is still 92L. It hasn't actually developed into anything, but that might change later today. Conditions are more favorable now. It is looking better organized. And also we have a new system, 93L. 93L, and that's basically Invest 93, Invest 92, same thing. That's our basically investigation, what it means. And actually 93L is looking better than 92L this morning. So the National Hurricane Center is giving it a really high percentage of development, and they are saying that it's expected that today later today we might have a tropical depression or tropical storms, both of them actually. So we'll see what happens. But as you can see, it's September, almost the peak of the season, and we're getting busy in the Atlantic. And again, we're still not at the peak. Soon, next week, will be the peak of the hurricane season. But stay in touch. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you updated if anything changes, if these storms form, and what happens with Florence also. Stay in touch. We'll talk to you later today.